our City Mayor Recom Echeverri is already here. Palakpakan po natin ang ating pulong lungsod, Mayor Recom Echeverri. Yun pong mga department heads na kasama ni Mayor na sinususpending. Perma, our budget officer, Susie Garcia, and accounting head, Edna Centeno. Yung nasa harapan po ninyo na kasama ni Mayor sa umagang ito, sa ating pong mahal na mga kaibigan sa press, sila po lahat yung sasama kay Mayor kung makukulong po siya. Palagpakan po natin silang lahat. At lahat po na nandun sa baba, sasama rin kay Mayor sa selda. Mayor Recom Echeverri.
Members of the press, fellow workers in government, minamahal ko mga kababayan, ladies and gentlemen, and it's a very nice day to all of you. Magandang araw sa inyo lahat. Yesterday, the Office of the Ombudsman shocked the people of Caloocan and the entire nation when it issued an order so utterly baseless, so devoid of merit, and so irregular that it will go down in Philippine history as the most brazen attempt at power grab ever to be held or tried. In a 7-page order, practically lifted from the complaint affidavit of the complainant, and citing no pieces of evidence except the unproven allegations against me, the Ombudsman ordered my preventive suspension and 3 others for 6 months without pay in violation of my constitutional right to due process. As a lawyer and a public official, I have always had high regard for the Ombudsman. But now, I have nothing but contempt and derision for their act of railroading this order and for allowing their constitutional office to be used as a tool for political gain. The facts speak for themselves. Just last July 7, 2011, Mr. Egay Erice filed a case against the undersigned, against me, the City Treasurer Evie Garma, City Budget Officer Jesus Garcia, City Accountant Edna Centeno, for grave misconduct and over our alleged failure to remit the premium contributions of the city employees with the GSIS. Take note, the case was for my non-remittance, our non-remittance of the GSIS contributions to GSIS. 4 days later, on July 11, and as an afterthought, Erice filed a motion for preventive suspension. 6 days later, on a Sunday, July 17, a Sunday, before I was given a copy of the complaint against me, an order was hurriedly issued granting the motion of Mr. Erice. Mga kababayan, kung di po yan railroaded, kung di po yan ang pinakamabilis na suspension sa kasaysayan ng Ombudsman, ay di ko na po alam. Take note, na-release at napirmahan ng order linggo. Aba, hindi yata sila nagsisimba. I have a responsibility to the people of Caloocan who elected me as their mayor. I cannot simply turn my back on the mandate given to me by my people just because of political harassment or because of the whims and caprices of Mr. Erice. Insofar as this case is concerned, I will prove to the people of Caloocan and to the entire country that it is a baseless, useless, and worthless complaint based on the following facts. First, the city of Caloocan was never negligent in the payment of GSIS contributions of its employees. We are prepared to present the disbursement vouchers and the official receipts coming from the GSIS to show once and for all that the city has been religiously remitting to the GSIS the premium contributions of its employees from 1997 up to the present. Second, the alleged 343 million plus total collectible of the GSIS with the city of Caloocan is erroneous and a complete falsehood. The 328 million of this amount has been paid to the GSIS but could not be posted to the members' records because of problems and crashes in the GSIS database that has not only slowed down but paralyzed their operations. This again can be proven by official receipts issued by GSIS. Ang nangyayari dito, kami nagbabayad dahil nag-crash, nag-back down yung systems computer nila. Hindi na i-post na bayad kami. At kinokolekta rin pa rin kami. Third, due to the countless errors in the GSIS database, I propose to the GSIS management that a reconciliation of records be made. Thus, GSIS and the City of Caloocan are presently expediting the reconciliation process for the period 1997 to 2010. We shall present letters from GSIS President Robert Vergara and other GSIS officials to show that we have acted with dispatch to address this problem. Fourth, the reconciliation process with the GSIS is almost complete. The following steps have been completed: validation of official receipts by the city government, the validation of the official receipts by the GSIS, conformity of payment made by GSIS, submission of records to GSIS, computation of tentative statement of account by GSIS, review and validation of the statement of account by city government. Therefore, we are just awaiting the finalization of the statement of account from the GSIS before a memorandum agreement could be signed. How can there be a charge of misconduct when the reconciliation process is almost complete? As a matter of fact, in the letter of President Vergara addressed to Mr. Erice, 2 pages yun upon his inquiry of the status of the case, of the accounts. Sabi sa page 1, ito po ang mga nabayaran na ng lungsod ng Caloocan. At sa gitna nun, attached Annex B is yung collectible from the city, which we are questioning and subject to reconciliation of accounts. At sa ilalim ng Annex B, merong note, the foregoing are subject to adjustment after reconciliation of accounts. Maliwanag, hindi final pa yung attachment na yun talaga ang utang ng syudad because it is under reconciliation of accounts. Fifth, the City of Caloocan is not the only government agency facing problems with its records with the GSIS. In fact, the entire Department of Education, the Supreme Court, and many other government agencies are undergoing a similar reconciliation process for several years now. Why single out the City of Caloocan for a problem that is prevalent and widespread? Why is it that the GSIS did not even lift a finger to file a case against me when under the GSIS law, sila dapat? And my next question is, by what authority na si Alicia magpa-file ng kaso against me? Is he the one party in interest here? I think we know the answer to these questions. In a desperate bid to gain power, Mr. Alicia wants to subvert the will of the people through any means, fair or foul. Instead of waiting for the election, Mr. Alicia is taking a shortcut to the mayor's office with a willing ombudsman as his accomplice. And I challenge him, kahit anong eleksyon maglamang kami, hindi niya kaya kong talunin. If he thinks he has fooled the people of Caloocan, he is sadly mistaken. Hindi po magpapaloko ang taong bayan sa isang taong walang ibang hangad kundi ang sariling interest lamang. I wish to assure the people of Caloocan that I will not turn my backs on you. You have elected me as your mayor for 3 consecutive terms. Only you can remove me from office. Maraming salamat po and have a nice day in Now, additionally, sinasabi natin reconciliation of accounts. Okay, sinasabi namin based on our records, bayad kami. Okay. But we are continuously being erroneously billed. Hindi namin binabayaran kasi, ang sabi ng why should we pay? When namatay na yung empleyado. So wala kami na-collectang premium. At walang dapat counterpart. Nasa records pa ng GSIS, yung mga employees na retired, resigned, terminated from employment, end of term, death. Tapos, yung mga ibang postings, hindi nangyayari. Kunyari, kinasal na to si Susie. Dating apelido niya Cruz. Nag-asawa. Naging Garcia na. Sa pag nagbayad kami ng remittance niya, it will be now under the name of Garcia. Pagpasok sa GSIS, sa computer nila, database, hindi mag-jive kasi ang pangalan doon ay Jose pa rin. Another case in point, Maria, maraming Maria sa City Hall. Maria Rowena, for example. Yun ang papadala namin remittance. Hindi may post yun dahil ang record ng GSIS ay M.A. period. Hindi magja-jive. On these cases, sinacharge kami na babayaran namin dapat yung principal. Ang matindi dito, we are charged 2% per month interest compounded. Imagine, 2% per month compounded. Ang laki po noon. At kung titignan po natin, ang halos eka ng discrepancy sa figure ay nire-reconcile namin ay mga 15 million pesos lamang. Ano to 15 million pesos to? Ito yung tatawag namin na nasa listahan pa talaga, namatay na, retired na, resigned na, na-terminate na end of term. If you remember Attorney Romeo Alcantara, Arjing Alcantara, who was my former city administrator, andun pa rin ang pangalan niya. Okay. Dahil naawa ako sa mga empleyado, sabi ko, on my last term, dapat matapos na itong problema ng GSIS. Ang sa ganun, makapag-avail na sila ng benefits. So I went to see Chairman Lacson. Kinausap ko siya, sabi ko, in good faith, tapusin na po natin to. Hindi tayo matatapos kung magtuturuan tayo kung sinong tama ang record. Ang gawin natin, upuan natin to, kailan record mo, ito record namin, reconcile natin. I-reconcile natin ang figures. Once we have arrived at the official figure, yun ang babayaran namin. Tapos. And that was the agreement with Chairman Lacson. As a matter of fact, sa aming arrangement, ay napawave ko pa yung penalties. Tapos yung 2% interest, I even proposed na gawin lang 1% para hindi mabigat. At yung principal payment, kung mayroong mabayaran pa, plus interest, kung pwede restructured over a period of 3 years. Pumayag naman siya doon. Now, we go back to the complaint. Ang nangyari dito, nag-inquire si Mr. Elise sa GSIS of the status. Sinagot siya ng GSIS. Ito. 2 pages. Dito sinasaad sa first page na ito ang mga annual remittances. Ito mga na-remit namin. Dito ang sinasabi, Annex B, doon mo makikita ang collectibles. On second page, nakalagay doon, sabi ng Mr. Vergara, may suggested available remedies to protect the interest of the employees. At ito nga sabi dito, as discussed and agreed on November 7, 2010 meeting with your agency representative headed by your City Treasurer, Ms. Evelyn Garma, the Caloocan City Government Reconciliation Team shall work with the GSIS Reconciliation Team to complete the reconciliation process at the soonest possible time to enable us to come up with the amount that needs to be settled. Once reconciled, a memorandum of agreement between GSIS and the Caloocan City Government shall be executed on the settlement of the obligations. Thereafter, the agency's suspended status will be lifted. Maliwanag dito. Itong sulat na ito ay ginamit ni Mr. Elise sa Ombudsman. Tanong, bakit hindi man lang tayo nabigyan due process? Bakit hindi ako pinadala ng sulat na o mag-explain ka muna dito? Hindi ba? Take note. Parang inalis ka agad ako dito, walang kalaban-laban eh. Papayag ba naman ang mga taga-Caloocan nito? As a matter of fact, your motion to suspend was filed actually on July 15, Friday. July 15, Friday. Nagkaroon ng order, July 17, Sunday. July 18 ng morning, nag-press release na sila. Ano tawag niyo dyan? That's a great injustice to me. Hindi ako papayag. Kasi kung talagang may kasalanan tayo, tatanggapin ko. Pero maliwanag, nagbayad kami. Bakit ako pasususpend na hindi kami nagbayad? Kahit saan tayo magkaabot-abot dito, tignan natin lahat ng records. Tama kami. I was talking to Chairman Bitay Lacson this morning. Sabi ko, Chairman, what happened? Ako rin nagulat na yun ba't umabot na gano'n Dapat it should be us, the GSIS, who should initiate a case against you. Because we are mandated by law to do that under Republic Act something, GSIS law. We didn't file you a case because meron tayong communication. We have tuloy-tuloy ang ating reconciliation. At ang alam ko, this month, patapos ng ating reconciliation. So we did not file a case against you. Tataka ako bakit yung isa nag-file at inintid ng ombudsman. Hindi ba? So ito yung lahat ng ito ay puro bahid politika. Gusto lang ma-discredit tayo dito sa Caloocan. Ang nga nila, sabi nila, you can never put a good man down. Maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat, Mayor Beto Echeverri. Ang ating pong members ng media, you can now ask questions to our City Mayor.
Good morning, Mayor. I'm Persilin Tilago of RPN9. Mayor, ika-clarify lang po yes or no kung totoo pong may tao kayong pinadala sa Court of Appeals na umikot-ikot na naglalakad for 20 million pesos for your TRO. Clarification na po, sir.
Wala pong ganun. Wala pong ganun.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, Mayor. I'm Joel Gorospe from Radyo 5 TV5. only question, saan po nakuha ni Vice Mayor Erice yung kanya pong, sabihin na natin, yung data po na nagsasabing kayo daw ay hindi nagsasubmit o nagre-remit sa GSIS. Ang sinasabi po niya, Mayor, ay meron siya nakuha kopya sa GSIS mismo. How about sa inyo po? Sa palagay ninyo?
Ito nga yung pinangahawakan niya. Ito yung pinangahawakan niya. Ito yung Annex B. Ito yung Annex B. Yan yung Annex B. Yan nakikita mo na nakalagay dito, premium arrearages. Galing sa GSIS. Pero pagka ni-reconcile mo yung accounts, wala na lahat kagad yan. Okay, plus, inuulit ko, dito, naka-note dito. Note. Subject to adjustments upon reconciliation of accounts. In other words, itong mga figure na kita sa taas ito ay hindi pa final. Dahil nga subject to reconciliation of accounts, and the reconciliation of accounts is ongoing. Hindi pa natatapos. And for your information, kami ay may natapos na kami sa reconciliation of accounts namin. Naibato na namin sa GSIS for their validation. Take note, I'm happy to inform you that meron pa kami overpayment ng something like 6 million pesos. Okay, pakita ko lang sa inyo ha. Ito yung yearly comparative data ng GSIS premium payments namin. Yung asul, ito yung due. Ito yung pula ang payment namin. Noong 1997, hindi pa ako mayor noon, ito ang due na dapat bayaran ng asul. Binayaran niya, yung pula lang, bababa, konti lang. Again, in 1998, ito yung due, malaki naman yung nabayaran niya. Okay. Hanggang pagdating dito sa 2004, nung time ko, ito ang due, ito bayad ko, ito ang due, itong bayad ko, ito ang due, ito bayad ko, pantay na. Dito, nagkaroon ng discrepancy dahil may erroneous billing na. Pero binayaran pa rin namin. Okay? Hanggang dito. Okay? Yan. Kung titignan natin ngayon dito, from 1997 to 2011, ito ang due na dapat bayaran ng city. Ito ang nabayaran ng city. Mataas pa ng konti. And this accounts to 6,261,375.45 pesos overpayment. Okay? May overpayment pa. Kaya kung titignan lang ng ombudsman to, walang kaso talaga. Hindi ba? Kasi ang issue dito, non-remittance. Nagre-remit naman eh.
Can I have one more question, Mayor? I do believe that Vice Mayor Erice is kasama po ninyo sa partido. Sa tingin ko po, ano po sa tingin ninyo, bakit niya ginawa itong dumiretso siya, hindi niya kayo kinonsult before going to the Ombudsman or, kumuha ng, sabihin natin, data po sa GSIS?
Actually, it's more of political. It's more of political. Tama ka, magkapartido kami. And I asked him, pare, congressman lang takbuin mo sa sunod election. At patatakbuin natin mayor, si RJ Echeverry. Pumayag naman siya. O sige, sabi niya, mayor, next week, babanatan ko na si Mitch Kahayon. After ilang weeks, ako na binabanatan. Ayun pala, gusto mag-mayor din. Although, nung kami nagkasama, wala kaming usapang siya magiging mayor susunod. Dahil had I known na meron siya interest, hindi ko siya kukunin na vice mayor. Ganun kasimple yun. Yun ang natural sa politika.
Pero may nakikita ba kayong connivance between the Ombudsman and Vice Mayor Erice dito sa pangyayari?
Hindi naman connivance. Surprise na ako dahil ang bilis ng pagka-issue. And inuulit ko nga, dated July 17 yung order, linggo yun. Ang ibig ko sabihin we don't really work on Sundays.
Follow-up question lang, Mayor.
Medyo tiko na fast track.
Railroad, sir. Kanina po sa interview na sa panayam-sa inyo ng ilang mga itinanong radyo, nabanggit nyo kanina na walang utang na loob si Vice Mayor Alicia.
Oo, ano yun? At marami dyan sa mga nakapaligid dyan pagkakilala sa kanya, kung anong tao siya. So paano mo sabihin walang utang na loob? Ilang beses kami lumaban sa akin mayor yan, talo yan. Bagsak na. Nung ako'y tatakbong mayor ulit, last election, sabi ko, ito naman kukunin kong vice mayor. Sabi niya, basta, mayor, kung sino gusto patakbong mayor sa susunod, doon na rin ako. Yung pa sabi niya, at huwag kang mag-alala, wala kang gagastusin sa akin. Inaipanalo ko naman. Ginasusan ko. Hindi pa wala pa itong 2 buwan eh. Wala pa 2 buwan, binanatan na ako eh.
Your last question on my part.
Pero paliwanag ko lang, ganun yata, nung pagtanong ako, ganun pala pagkatao ng tao. Kung maalala ninyo, nung siya ay dating bata ni Congressman Pio Robles. Matapos siya pakinabangan si Pio Robles, lumipat kay Mayor Boy Asistio. Matapos pakinabangan si Boy Asistio, sinipa si Boy Asistio, lumipat kay Congressman Baby Asistio. Matapos yung pakinabangan sa Baby Asistio, sinipa ang Baby Asistio, lumipat naman kay Mayor Rey Malonzo. Matapos yung pakinabangan si Rey Malonzo, sinipa niya, pumunta naman sa akin. Nung may panalo ko naman, ako naman tinira. Lahat yata tinuklaw niya eh. Parang ahas eh. Tatakot na ako baka one day, baka sarili niya matuklaw niya.
Your last question on my part. Kahit anong mangyari, hindi kayo arrest ng City Hall, kahit na mayroong suspension order, na posibleng ipresentan ni Ayon.
Alam mo, pinaglalaban ko dito, hustisya na eh. Hustisya. Hindi tama na ako'y ng pakikinggan ko yung ordering na alam kong maling-mali. Kahit makulong pa ako, maling-mali yung order. Kahit ikamatay ko pa, maling-mali yung order. Okay sana kung meron akong nagawang kasalanan mali. Wala akong preba. Hindi man kita ito graft and corruption. Do you think this is a case of graft and corruption? It's not. Ano lang to? Kumbaga misconduct in office, parang gano'n. Misconduct. Ano misconduct dyan? Ako ang nag-initiate ng reconciliation of accounts. Okay?
Mayor, question po. Ito po ako. Gigi David po, Mayor from Manila Standard. I-share ko lang, Mayor, yung aking experience with GSIS. I'm paying our house sa GSIS under the name na Maria Jocelyn David. Now, yung GSIS, erroneously na ilagay niya yung payment sa Jocelyn David. Walang Maria. So, for 1.5 years, hindi po mapasok sa pangalan ko. Ang question ko is, do you have any plans of filing counter charges against Vice Mayor Erice?
Yes, we do. For false accusation. Malicious accusation. False and malicious accusation. Kasi, naka-notarized yun eh. Di ba? Pagka under oath ka, dapat sabihin mo totoo. Lahat ng sinabi niya mali eh.
Additional lang po. Pero ang sinabi po kasi kahapon sa Ombudsman is they clarified with GSIS and GSIS answered in the affirmative na Caloocan City was not able to pay po in 343.8 million.
Nandun na. Can you please... Ma'am, Gigi, are you Gigi? Ma'am, ito ay maliwanag mata mo. Can you read this? Kasi ito binapasya ng GSIS. Can you read this note?
Note subject to adjustments upon reconciliation of accounts.
In other words, yun ang lumalabas na records nila dahil nag-bog down nga yung system nila eh. Hindi ka adjusted pa lahat eh. Hindi na i-post yung mga bayad eh.
Will you also ask for the...
Ma'am, excuse me. At saka, it's not the way. It's not the way to hear the case. You hear that the GSIS, you hear the respondent. You hear the respondent and let the respondent present GSIS as one of its witnesses. Hindi yung ombudsman will court GSIS. And that's again irregular, ha?
Sir, will you also ask for his suspension then? Will you also ask for the suspension of the Vice Mayor, sir?
It depends on the studies of our legal team.
Yes, anyone?
Opo. Sir, Brian De Paz mula sa UNTV. Sir, ano pong nakikita yung motibo at parang sinisingle out po kayo dito po sa issue po ng...
Okay, it's like this. Wala siyang maigawang issue. Wala siyang makitang issue against my son, who is now the president of the National League ng Barangay. Wala siyang makitang issue. So, binabaratan niya ako, trying to discredit me, para if I am discredited sa tao, pati ang anak, damay. Diba? Eh, hindi ganun eh. Kahit ano gawin natin, hindi kaya sila sa tao eh.
So, this is the first time and what's your next move? Ano pong gagawin niyo po ngayon? Ng legal team niyo po, sir?
Well, ang legal team ko ngayon ay, I think, nag-draft na sila ng petition for certiorari to be filed sa Court of Appeals.
Mayor, in addition to that, sinasabi mong sinisiraan ka ni Vice Mayor Elise. Hindi mo rin ba nalaman yung ginawa niya sa mining company niya?
Narinig ko yun, yung plunder case niya.
At saka yung hindi niya binayarang lupa sa agusan ng Manila nila?
Hindi ko pa alam yan, but I need your information there. Thank you. Ang alam ko, di sa Caloocan, noong 2004 elections, lahat ng watchers niya hindi niya nabayaran. Lahat hindi nabayaran. Tinakbuhan, nga. Tinakbuhan. Ang masama nito, nung kami magsama na, unti-unti kong pinabayaran para bumalik sa kanya. Sige po.
Meron pang katanungan para sa ating mga kaibigan sa media.
Mr. Rodek Garcia, Batas Media ITV. Mayor, matagal kayo nagsama dahil 22 years na ako nagpapapal sa Kamanaba. Ito pa naman ang pasasamahan nyo. Ito pong nangyari sa inyo, Mayor, sumangguni na po ba kayo kay President para pagharapin kayo at doon yung pag-usapan yung mga bagay na ito?
Alam mo, mga bagay dapat ito, hindi natin pinipigyan ng sakit ng ulo, Pangulo. We should be man enough, more matured enough, na malalaki na kami. Siguro, kung mayroong makikialam sa amin dito, hindi dapat si Pangulo, kundi yung sa Partido ng Liberal. Yung presidente ng Partido Liberal, si Mar Rojas. Kasi Pinoy, huwag na natin sali. Ang dami niya ng problema eh. Pati nga yung pagtubo ng buhok niya, problema na eh.
Meron pa?
Meron na nakikita niyong sanction dahil iisa kayo ng Partido Liberal Party. Anong nakikita niyong sanction mangyayari kung mapapatunayan yung mga akusasyon ni Egay Rices mali? Anong magiging sanction niyo sa political fight?
I have not read the constitution bylaws of the Liberal Party. Dati ako'y lakas NUCD. Alam ko yung constitution bylaws ng lakas NUCD. Pero sa LP, hindi pa ako nabibigyan ng kopya. So hindi ko alam kung ano yung mga sanctions under the circumstances pagka ganyan nangyari.
Meron pa po tayong magtatanong.
Sir, sa tingin niyo po ba naging fair po ang tanggapan ng ombudsman dito po sa
Hindi. Hindi naging fair eh. Dahil una, hindi ako nabigyan ng pagkakataon magpaliwanag. Wala akong kopya ng complaint. Hindi man lang ako nabigyan. Hanggang ngayon, wala pa ng kopya ng complaint. Hindi, but normally, pagka may ganyang kaso, pinapadalan ka ng sulat o note order ng ombudsman to answer within 15 days, within 10 days. Dito wala din. Automatic nag-preventive suspension kagad. Na pagka hiniring yan, nag-file kami ng MR, makikita ng ombudsman, kaya anong parto ginawa natin? Bayad pala eh. Bakit natin entertain yan? Sino bang naglapit sa akin sa kasong yan? Sino bang bumulong? Yung mga tanong na dapat sagutin na later on.
Morning po, Mayor. Orly Barcala po sa Balita. Sabi niyo po kanina, magpa-file kayo ng case against Vice Mayor Torice. Ngayon po, alam naman natin lahat, alam ng lahat na mali ang desisyon ng Ombudsman. May plano po ba kayo? May plano po ba ang legal department niyo na mag-file din ng kaso kay Mr. Casimiro? Kay Orlando Casimiro?
Siguro, isa sa mga rin yan, no? Mapag-aaralan din natin. Oo. Kung talagang makita natin na may kamay na gumalaw, siyempre, hindi naman tayo papayag. Sipin mo, ombudsman siya dyan. Hindi kawawa naman tayo palagi dito. Di ba?
Thank you very much.
Sir, ano po ang message nyo kay Vice Arisi po?
Ang message ko sa kanya, siya yung tumakbong vice mayor ko at sa tablado, sinisigaw niya, ako itutulong kay Mayor Rico Echeverri. Yun na lang sana gawin niya. At kung gusto niya magpasikat na siya sarili niya. Huwag na siya manira ng ibang tao at guluhin pa ang takbo ng gobyerno, ng pamahalaan ng lungsod. Yun ang pinakamaganda. Siguro, pasikat siya, pagaling siya. Galingan yung kampanya niya para manalo siya. Hindi ba? But, you know, para siraan mo isang tao, ikaw ba'y sisikat? Tataas ba yung rating mo? Hindi naman. Hindi ba? Hindi man tataas ang rating mo eh. Lalo na kung sinisiraan mo yung kaya kang sagutin din. Ito, puro baseless accusations to.
Last two questions. Bago po tayo tumungo, alam pong ang ating mga kaibigan mula sa TV networks would want to interview our good mayor individually. Gusto ko pong parating sa ating mga members ng media, yung mga nasa likod po ni Mayor. 13 out of the 14 city councilors of Caloocan City supports Mayor Recom Echeverri sa labang ito. Kamanay din po ng mga department heads, lahat po ng department heads, mga inabutan na pong department heads ni Mayor Recom Echeverri. Department heads pa po, mula noong panahon pa ni Mayor Boy Asistio, nandito rin po nakikisa kay Mayor Recom Echeverri. At majority po ng 188 barangays ng lungsod ng Caloocan, nasa likod po nyo, nakasuporta sa ating po ng lungsod. Mayor, may kahilingan ang lahat ng empleyado ng lungsod ng Caloocan, regular na empleyado, na ito yung mga regular employees na si Egay Arisi mismo ang nagtanggal ng benepisyo nilang isang sakong bigas buwan-buwan. Inihiling po nila mula sa araw na ito dahil napagkaitan ng hustisya ang lungsod ng Caloocan, ang ama ng lungsod ng Caloocan. Hinihiling po na magsuot ng black armband mula sa araw na ito ang lahat ng regular na empleyado. At hinihiling din po nila na bilang ama, kayo rin po ay magsuot ng black armband para pakikiisa sa kawalang hustisyang ginawa sa ating ama ng lungsod, Caloocan.
Pwede bang isa pang konti lang, isang statement lang, closing statement.
Ang pipirman doon sa mga papeles na dapat yung pa na namumuno.
Wala pa akong na-receive ng order. Wala pa. Wala pa order. Parang nasa ombudsman pa yata, submitted sa DLG. Okay, pero wala pa actual. But di-advance copy na kami. Okay, ganito po. Yung issuance ng preventive suspension, parang motu proprio. The ombudsman or the deputy ombudsman, motu proprio, parang automatic can issue preventive suspension. Okay. If that's the case, sana makarating kay ombudsman Casimiro to, na kung yan yung motu proprio, dapat motu proprio rin, pag nalaman mong mali talaga yung order mo, i-withdraw mo na rin. Hindi ba? In other words, let justice prevail here. Huwag kang padaanin sa mga technicalities. You can correct, if you can correct yourself now, do it now. Kesa great injustice will be done. Pag-isipin mo, andito yung mga tao na hihirapan, baka magkasakitan pa, di ba? Eh sana, malaman niyo acting ombudsman Casimiro, pag binasa yun ng records lahat, at chinek niya, na talagang mayroong ongoing reconciliation of accounts, and therefore he should not have issued the preventive suspension. Besides, okay, ang sabi daw para daw namin hindi ma-influence yung nag-iimbestiga. Eh siya ba nag-iimbestiga? Hindi ba yung ombudsman? Paano namin mag-influence yan? Tapos yung records namin ay hindi lang kami ang may hawak, pati GSIS. In other words, hindi mo pwedeng galawin yung records ko. Pag galaw ng records ko, pakikitang nagalaw dahil pareho ng records sa GSIS. Di ba? So, what is yung preventive suspension na magkakamain influence ko yung decision making ng nag-iimbestiga? Eh, sila nga nag-iimbestiga. Di ba? Tapos, yung mga records ko, baka tamper. These documents are common sa amin, sa GSIS at sa city government. So, hindi lang kami may hawak. Kaya pagka kinalikot namin yung papel sa City Hall, makikita nakalikot dahil ang GSIS ay hindi mo nagalaw. In other words, dapat hindi lang kami ang under preventive suspension. Dapat pati GSIS. Para hindi magalaw talaga yung records. Okay? Okay na. Again, maraming sa inyo lahat. Maraming salamat po at mabuhay po ang gusto ng kayo.
Mabuhay ka, Mayor!